Gun control supporters haven't had much luck getting legislation through Congress or state legislatures. So they're trying something different, launching ballot initiatives that will let voters, not politicians, decide policy. On Election Day, a record 4 states will vote on gun initiatives. Maine and Nevada will vote on measures to expand background checks on firearm purchases. In California, voters will decide whether to ban high-capacity magazines and require background checks on ammunition purchases. In Washington state, voters will consider Initiative 1491. It will let judges issue extreme risk protection orders that would make it easier to remove firearms from people who pose a demonstrable threat.
I'm here today because too many families have been touched by gun violence. Too many people have been killed, and we have an obligation to step up and stop it. I'm here today because my son took his own life and that of his stepsister's life just a little over a year ago.
In June of last year, Marilyn Balcerak's 23-year-old severely autistic son James purchased a gun at a local supermarket and shot his stepsister Brianna Smith before taking his own life. What happened that day? Tell me about it.
That day, Matt and I were supposed to go golfing that day, and it was around 2 o'clock, and we hadn't seen Brianna, which was kind of unusual. She's a pretty social butterfly. So I walked up to her room. I was going to tell her that we were getting ready to go, and I opened up the door, and I saw her lying on the floor against the wall, and there was blood on her pillow and on the wall, on the bed.
I thought she fell down and hit her head on the nightstand. Then I know when you hit your head, you bleed a lot, and I thought, how on earth did she do that?
I'm on the phone to 911, and while I was on the phone, Matt screamed out, "Oh my God, James here, there's a gun on his chest."
James's emotional state had deteriorated in the last years of his life. He had shown increasing signs of aggressive and suicidal tendencies. One night, when she felt threatened enough by James to call the police, Marilyn asked the responding officers if there was a way to keep James from ever purchasing a weapon.
They said to me, the only way to keep guns out of James's hand would be get a restraining order against him, hope that he breaks that restraining order or commits another crime, and then they could take their guns away. Otherwise, there's no reason why you can't have a gun. And here's James.
The ballot initiative Balcerak is sponsoring would allow family, household members, and police to get a court order that would prevent people who are a risk to themselves and others from having guns. Supporters have raised more than $4 million and have the backing of tech billionaires Steve Ballmer and Paul Allen. The NRA is strongly opposed to the measure, and even the American Civil Liberties Union has reservations. They told us they have concerns that it could infringe on due process for gun owners. It's something that concerns Bill Burris, too. Burris is spokesman for the Washington State Law Enforcement Firearms Instructors Association and a vocal gun rights advocate.
The fact of the matter is, the problem here is that you're having your property taken without due process, on the word of one person. It's inappropriate.
The ballot initiative seems to be polling well, a point of contention for Burris, who says he lost more than 10 colleagues during his 3 decades as a cop.
What is it that you think is not getting through to the people that this is actually something that should be of concern to them?
It makes a mockery of the Constitution. It makes a mockery of your civil rights, and you can't have it both ways. You can't have it, gee, right now it's convenient to ignore civil rights, and later on we're going to observe civil rights. They're either good all the time or they're not good at all.
Balcerak is optimistic the initiative could prevent future tragedies.
What do you hope that 1491 will accomplish?
I hope that it will keep families from going through what ours have gone through. I cannot say how this affects a family, especially when there is a murder-suicide. It's horrible, and who better than loved ones knows if there is somebody within your family that needs to be protected from a gun.